What's happening, sports fans? How you doing? I am Kendrick, the sports guy. Good day to you. And NFL Draft 2024 has came and went, and the picks for the HBCU were not in. We'll talk about that. Make sure you like the video and leave a comment. Again, NFL Draft 2024 is over. There were 257 picks in 7 rounds, and for the second time in 4 years, not one HBCU player was selected. And that has raised some concerns with the legendary Grambling State quarterback Doug Williams. Now, we all thought when Coach Prime was at Jackson State a couple of years ago that the spotlight was on HBCU football. Matter of fact, a couple of players did get drafted. I remember James Houston, I believe, for Jackson State was drafted by the Lions. And we thought all was going to be great. You had Willie Simmons, former Florida A&M coach Willie Simmons, had guys that looked like NFL potential. We had former NFL head coach and now former Grambling State coach Hugh Jackson at Grambling State. So we all thought the spotlight, the NFL was going to be like, okay, let's really pay attention to these athletes out of the HBCU world. Boy, was we wrong. Again, not one player was drafted this past NFL draft, and Doug Williams, you know who he is, Grambling great, as well as another Grambling great quarterback, James Harris. They both were disappointed. Doug Williams was saying, I quote, he said, "We have given all of the teams access and information about the players. No one is in the draft room standing on the table for our guys. I don't think they speak up. It's almost like they're afraid to mention an HBCU player or something." And that's a quote from Doug Williams. The Legacy Bowl that they play, I believe, in February, where scouts will come in and get a sneak peek at some of the athletes at the HBCU level. Then the NFL has started doing a combine type thing only for HBCU players. So this has been going on a couple of years, and so you telling me not one player out of the HBCU landscape was worthy of being drafted in one of those 7 rounds? Matter of fact, Doug Williams would mention one from Alcorn State, running back Jarvian Howard. His metrics: he's 5'10". He has a 36-inch vertical leap, 10.8 broad jump. He also rushed for over 2,000 yards in the past 2 years. So you telling me that this running back, Jarvian Howard from Alcorn State, was not worthy of even being a 7th round draft pick? Doug Williams again said that it was at least 6 to 7 HBCU players that should have been taken in the 6th or 7th round. And by the way, Jarvian Howard would sign an undrafted free agent deal, as well as some of the other, it's like 7 or 8 players. They did sign undrafted free agent deals. But again, that's not the point. Why aren't NFL teams picking these guys? I remember reading. I mean, the HBCU landscape was where a lot of NFL teams would get their talent when we're talking 30, 40 years ago. And it's a lot of HBCU players in the Hall of Fame. And I do believe that there is some talent at the HBCU level, just as much as they are in these Power 5 conferences. So I don't know what the NFL and the teams can do. I mean, I was just looking at this list. There are 8 NFL general managers. Andrew Berry with the Browns, Brad Holmes with the Lions, Terry Fontenot with the Falcons, Martin Mayhew with the Commanders, Brian Poles with the Bears, Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah with the Vikings, and Ryan Carthon with the Titans. So they are in positions that can kind of make some deals, but at the end of the day, the owners have the final say. I get that, and that's where this is not gonna ever. We ain't gonna ever see anything better than this, because till we get some black ownership, I'm talking about majority ownership. I know Magic Johnson is part of the Commanders ownership group, but he's a minority owner. So until that happens, I don't know what can be done. I can't scouting. You got your scouts that scout a lot of these guys, so why not take a chance on some of these HBCU athletes? So again, Doug Williams and James Harris aren't happy with this, and they want to see some better results from these NFL teams actually standing up for these athletes in the HBCU world. So I don't know what can be done. I think at this point, until we get some black ownership, I don't see anything getting any better. So I'd like to know what you guys think about that. Talk to me in the comments. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click that notification bell to be alerted when new content, live streams are headed your way. And as always, it is a great day to be a Green Bay Packer fan. I am Kendrick, the sports guy. We will see you on the other side and on the next report. I am out. Peace.